What's the stopping point? Is it my shirt? I'm trying to be as neutral as I can be. We're in a lovely setting. Come on, be my friend. You can be my friend. Now Facebook may say, oh, you only have room for a few more friends. You know what, Facebook? I got it. I got room in my heart for as many friends as possible. That's right. That's how we roll, ladies and gentlemen, right here. So as I said, as I promised you, well, let's see. Now I am, as some of you may know, I'm in a constant state of testing things. And a lot of times sitting in this chair that's not quite out of the shot is my lovely partner Tracy. And some of my testing drives her a little crazy, and understandably so, because what's she going to do when I'm testing? Can you tell some of the things I'm testing right now? So far I've tested one thing that I haven't before. This is such a subtle thing. I've blurred the background just a little bit, so it seems a little more realistic to be back there in the background. Small point, right? I've also been playing around with, well, let's say hello. Let's say hello to folks first. Deborah is here. So Deborah and Cher, welcome. We have also been playing with the Snap camera and now integrating it into the green screen scenario so that at any time we can just pop in and out of character. We're actually two different cameras. I have one camera sitting physically on top of my other camera. So this is the nice Sony a6100 with the Logitech C920 sitting on top, balanced on top of the lens, ladies and gentlemen, and running into Snap camera, which of course is allowing us to play with all, oh, wait a minute, wait, where's the, hold on, I want to bring the Snap camera thing up so we can play a little bit. Now, here's some of the downfalls of this situation. Not that anyone asked, but here we go. First of all, if we go to the fish, well, now the seaweed, or the greenery is green, and we pop through, so we can't do it that way. Some of these backgrounds, well, this one works okay, so that's a bad example. Let's see if we can find another one. Well, it doesn't matter. So most of these work great. And that's really the point, is that we can pop in and out of the Snapchat characters at will, keeping the same set without too much problem. When we run into things like this, I don't know, it kind of still works. You still sort of see the background. You know, still kind of see the set in the background, but that's not going to be the case every time. Like, this is kind of wonky, but I don't know. You tell me if you want to, if that's passable or not. Now, I really wish Tracy was here, of course. Well, not just for the obvious reasons that it's so nice to have her here, but also to be able to test some of the twofer, the face swapping, things like that. You'll forgive me while I just sit here and mess with this a little bit. And then back to this. Now, you guys don't need to know any of this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So the problem with this setup is that I wasn't able to see the output. I wasn't able to see what's going out over the air without going like this, which looks terrible. I just realized I did the reverse. I said I was going to make faces at you after inviting you to a party. So let me invite you to the party, okay? What party is that? Now I have to actually, hold on. I got to walk off the set because I left the mouse over here again. Unbelievable. Actually, super believable. Super believable. All right, so what party am I inviting you to, ladies and gentlemen? Can you guess? Well, it says right there in the URL, meetbobdoyle.com/academy. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do at all. Academy. What academy am I talking about? I'm talking about the International Academy of Universal Self-Mastery, which you can't read there because my picture's in the way. There you go. So what is the International Academy of Universal Self-Mastery? Well, first of all, I would invite you to go to this page to find out more about it. But basically, we have a huge faculty of people with a wide range of skill sets to help you in your efforts, your self-mastery efforts, in whatever that is. So what we're doing is having a launch party next week. Let's see what happens when we click. If I can get my mouse going. I'm on a clear, hold on, I have to use my pant leg. Clicky. All right, look at that. Now, if we scroll down to the launch party, which obviously this is a way for you to come and learn more about the Academy and what's offered there. But as we scroll down, well, who's this guy right here, ladies and gentlemen? Kind of a weird picture. But at this point, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm going to say, all right, I need you to take this down and here's one of me looking a little bit more like me. Oh, I'm not going to do that at this point. So you want to go over here and you want to say, yes, reserve my spot now. October 29th, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And again, if you click this little here, I don't think you'd be able to hear the audio if I click this. But basically, this will give you an idea of, but I guess you can't off in the background. This is a lot of the faculty showing signs of what they self-mastered. So look. It's an invitation to go check it out. Academy, Universal Self-Mastery, ladies and gentlemen. Who doesn't want that? Error loading, it says. Well, share, I don't know. Did anybody else have a problem with the feed? Or is it just share that lost me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think I'm here right now, or maybe I'm not. I really don't have any way of knowing unless you just keep talking to me. So let's go back to, no, not that one, because why, boys and girls? Oh, here's another fine example of one that will not work when we're set up for green screen. The alien. Because why, ladies and gentlemen? Can anyone guess? Because he's green. That's right. Therefore, it would not work. But this one works just fine. The problem is, of course, well, it's not a problem. But the technical fact is, this camera is a webcam, whereas this camera is a much better quality. So while we have a lot of fun, with this camera and all of its tricks, the perfectionist in me is not happy with it because, you know, it's not perfect. Guys, this is the cost of advancement. Who doesn't love a parfait? In some cases, this setup works better than if I'm not using green screen, because in a situation like this where the head is squished, it also is squishing the background. And so if I'm sitting like in front of a bookshelf or something and you see the bookshelf bend in, but with this, it doesn't happen. So this probably looks 100% natural. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not hearing you, ladies and gentlemen. You've all been very quiet since Deborah said it's like Halloween, Bob. And it is like Halloween, and this is my Uncle Gary mask. Hi, I'm Uncle Gary, and I always like to do a magic trick when I come by, so pick a card. Get it? It's a greeting card. Actually, it's a thank you card. All right, the mouth movement isn't good enough for my standards. Hello, I'm Cliff McLeod. That's right, Cliff McLeod. I'm your selling machine. If you've got something for sale and you'd like an engaging personality to fully explain the benefits and features of said product, you're in the right place, because I'm Glenn McLeod, the selling machine. I'll find the value in anything you've got to sell, and I'll pump it up a notch or two and get people to throw their money at you, literally. You'll seriously have to pick it up off the floor. I know it's kind of hard on your back, too. Maybe you could get a broom and a dustpan. That's not my problem. I'm Glenn McLeod, the selling machine, not Glenn McSell, the cleaning machine, or whatever that would work out to be. But if you've got a widget or a watch it or a tool, some soup, some candy, some pizzas, some gruel, I'm your man to get it out there. You can tell by the look and the cut of my hair. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're back to that guy again. This filter's been getting a lot of use since the debates. What else we got? Let's shave that. Is that the remove the beard? So before, after. Pretty weird, huh? I have to look down to see it. I have to check it out, so I have to look down and see it, which I know is very tacky. I don't like it either. Anime Bob, one of our favorites, because when Tracy's here, it does her too, and it just looks great. This much is true. Too bad I stumbled on the rhyme. Going back to your... No one said anything since Deborah said it's like Halloween, Bob. Now, hold on. I'm going to refresh this just to make sure that I didn't miss something. Because maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Well, that's right. It doesn't refresh them. I forgot it doesn't work that way. It just clears them completely. So if you're out there, ladies and gentlemen, give me a side so I know for sure. So can you tell I bought one of those things I saw on Facebook that you chew on to make your jaw strong? So now I've got this massive jawline, very intimidating in a meeting situation. I just walk in and go, hey, I think you want to basically, let's just skip the negotiations. Did you see my jawline? Conversation's over. At this point, what are they going to do? I mean, they're not going to argue with a jawline like this, are they? And then, as soon as the deal is made, here comes the magic. She comes in, doubles the deal. Doubles the deal. Like, wide-face guys out of there. And she's like, not so fast, you guys. Before you sign that, I got a little addition to make. Doubles the deal. And I'm a peach. And I can prove it. Actually, I can't. I've lost all of my peach ID. But I think it's obvious. Nobody needs this. All right. Lori is here. We've got Tristic. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And thanks for assuming the friendship, because like I said at the very beginning of this broadcast, which you probably weren't here for, be my friend. It's not going to cost you anything. Well, not today. If you act today. Otherwise, the normal friendship cost goes up to $69.95. It doesn't. That actually hasn't been the price for a long time. I'm feeling a little upside down in my thinking. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, I woke up with this crick in my neck. There we go. I fixed it. All right. Well, this was my test. I just wanted to see how the green screen integration worked. I got it all set up on my Stream Deck here so I can switch back and forth fairly easily. For those of you who know, I have nerded out with the technology for this. Anyway, so I'm going to call it a successful test because you heard me, you commented. I got comments from Facebook and YouTube, probably both Facebook pages, so everything's propagating nicely, even though this is a little bit clunky using this iPad as a third monitor, but that's what's happening. And on this monitor I would show you, but I'm afraid as soon as I do it, stuff would fly everywhere. I see my broadcast software, I see your comments, and I see the Snap camera interface, so it's a crowded screen, my friends. But but it's functional. If I tap it, everything changes. So for now, until I get that dream producer that we keep talking about all the time, this is just how it's going to have to be, my friends. This is how it's going to have to be, my friends. It's how it's going to have to be. All right, well, now that we've ended it with a little song, I hope that the music in the background has not been too much of an annoyance for you, because you know what? I don't know that it's going to stick when we do the Bob Doyle Show. I don't think it will. But with the check-ins, I like the music in the background. And I know that sometimes maybe you're not going to like the music of that particular day, or maybe it's a little too loud, or maybe it's a little too soft. I can't please everybody. There's gazillions of you. Did you see the view counter up there? It's like it's rolled over so many times that it looks like it's in the single digits, only because they don't have a number that way. So once you get past 1 million, it goes right back to the 1. So I think you see what's happening there. All right, well, this has been fun. It's been fun for me, and it took for freaking ever to set up. But hopefully the freaking forever part was a one-time-ish deal. But I'm not gonna lie to you. It's an ordeal. We've got these lights, we've got this desk, we've got the thing, we've got the microphone, all moving back and forth. And then setting up the, oh, it just goes on and on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna push the button and stop whining. Remember, meetbobdoyle.com/academy to come to the party next week where I'll be emceeing. Don't you want to see me MC? Maybe I'll MC in character? Is it? And maybe they don't know that? And maybe I'm not going to ask permission first? There's only one way to find